This is a PowerWorks podcast short with Glenn Power and me, James Piecowye. Walk us through where you are a couple weeks in with this ID6. Part
Yes, I think summary, we were kind of, I was at the point of it's not practical to have an EV with a family.
Yeah.
That was kind of my summary, and nothing's really changed that thought. In fact, it's been compounded. So I said to you that it wasn't really a range anxiety thing.
Yeah, because that's where everyone comes in. How far am I going to be able to go? Oh, I'm only going to be able to go 400 kilometers. I'm only going to go, and that's what I think. That's what everyone fixates on is range.
Yeah,
and you're saying no, James. Range.
Yeah. So last Friday, we'd got visitors in town, family friends, long time family friends from California that had been to a wedding in India, and then they'd stopped off here to see us on their way home. And so we said, okay, we'll take them out and do something. So I'm heading at Jumeirah on Thursday evening. Get home late.
Okay, hold on a second. I want to pause you. How was the parking at the Mad Nat?
Impossible.
Now, the ID6 is not the largest vehicle in the world, but when you finally found a parking spot, how easy was it to get into that spot?
It wasn't, because there was a Nissan Patrol halfway over into it.
Yeah.
It's just like the spaces there are tiny.
I don't imagine I go in there with a couple of Wranglers.
But, yeah, there was TV crews there as well when we got there. Massive queues, police were there, marshalling.
I think I was there
traffic.
last Thursday. I didn't make it into the garage. I made it to the roundabout, and then I got out of there and said,
I dropped them at the roundabout and then went down.
I was trying to go last week, so we put our ID6 review on hold for just a second. But I was trying to go to JBR, to go to an event. I live in Murdiff.
Yeah,
hour and a half in.
Yeah,
I'm calling up the organizer. Yeah, I'm not coming. But how far are you from here? Well, technically I'm 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's telling me it's going to be 30.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the left turn. I'm going straight. I'm abandoning this. And so it's like, okay, let's go to the Mad Nat and grab dinner.
Yeah.
I get into the roundabout and I was like, I'm abandoning this. I keep driving down Beach Road until I'm to a spot on Beach Road where, there's actually movement here. And I'm going, how come Beach Road is moving but nothing? Because everyone's migrated that way. And I just went, that's it.
Yeah.
And it was the week.
Yeah. It's not the weekend anymore. No. Thursday's no longer the weekend.
It was, anyway. So back to the ID6 review. Turn off that pause.
Yeah. So we've just basically gone out Thursday evening, gone for food, taken them. Now they're staying downtown. We live out Al Qudra. So, we've done about better part of 70 kilometers doing the round trip.
Yeah.
And then we've done it again. So 140 kilometers even on a full charge is a lot of the range gone.
So you're already over that. The range is, at any time, at least if you're in the city, you pull over to the curb, you get an Uber, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was kind of at the point where I thought, you know what, I need to let this range get down, like low, just so I can get over that. Oh, it's at 20% and it's gone yellow. I need to stop and get it recovered. I need to get over that. I want to get rid of this range anxiety nonsense. So I got it down. We went out to the camel farm.
Right. Is that where I saw you kind of parked in the sand?
Yeah.
I was getting worried about that too. It's like, oh man, now he's taking it off road with a low amount of charge. You're itching to get the AAA off road removal guys to come get you.
The plans were from there we'd go home. It's like not far from the house, and they'd never been to our house and blah blah blah. Yeah. Decided it'd be better to go somewhere to eat because we might have a charger there.
Right.
That we can plug into for a couple of hours to get them back to downtown. Yeah.
I like that. That's good thinking.
So now,
so now, one of the issues is you're picking places to go potentially based on do we have a charger?
Yeah, literally. I called my friend who owns a Turkish restaurant called Grand Bazaar. Fantastic place, by the way. And
where's it located? Grand Bazaar? Never been?
At the moment, it's I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Miasem or Miasem? Just off of Alfay Road, Alkale Road, the intersection there with the 311.
Oh, okay.
It's in the mall there. Really nice place.
I'm going to check that out.
So he takes my call. FA, do you have EV chargers there? Yes, brother. Okay, I'm on the way.
So you've got a big smile on your
Table
face.
for 6. Yeah. You just put a new burger on the menu. Wagyu burger. It's like, yes, get in. So get them ready. We're on the way. So then...
there's always a so then.
To walk this back a little bit, the reason I hadn't panicked about charging it Thursday night after doing those kilometers is on Thursday I'd gone to Dubai College where Amy works.
Yeah.
I'd taken the car from her.
They have EV chargers there?
No.
Yeah, why is that?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'd taken the car from her.
Yeah.
And then I'd gone onto the Dewa app and I'd found a charging point that was close to the garage in Times Square Mall.
Well, there we go.
Gone down into the car park to plug it in. Scan the QR code.
App is beautiful. Works.
30 minutes, 1 hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours.
How much does that cost you?
2 hours was 13 dirhams 40.
Oh, okay. That's still not, it's not giving it away.
No.
That's still a good price.
It's okay, but
it's pretty expensive, actually.
Plug it in. Light's not going green on the car.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at it. It's saying it's not charging. No idea what I'm doing. Stop charge, disconnect everything, reconnect everything. Still not working. There's 3 charging points. The first one was occupied by a Tesla taxi. The driver was sat in it. The one in the middle I was trying to use, and then there was one on the left of me. So it goes over to the other one to check if there's anything I've not done comparative to that charge that's actually on charge. The plug on his side has gone way further in than my side. So I'll go back, look at it. The pins are all burnt out inside the charger on the wall.
This is something that I never even thought of, that the charging hub, it might not be created in such a way that it's indestructible, and that improperly fitting it or dropping it or whatever, they break. They wear out.
This is not a problem with Dewa fitting the charge points. This is a problem with people with zero care and attention beyond their own personal needs, not looking after it. I'd paid the money, 13.4 dirhams. It's not a massive life-changing amount of money, but what is life-changing is I needed that 2 hours of charge.
And someone has been reckless and broken. Yeah.
So I pressed call Dewa on the app.
Okay.
Any problems, call. So I press call, get through to a very helpful lady. I was like, look, I'm going to come across very frustrated. I'm sweating in a basement. I'm very hot, but one of your charge points isn't working. It's melted. I've tried to plug into the next one, but it won't let me activate it because it's saying I'm already charging a car on this. And obviously there's a fair usage policy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to wait till it times out for 15 minutes. 15 minutes? I've been here 10 already.
Yeah. So already the clock's
Can't
ticking.
you go in and do it? No, sir. We can't. I said, okay, well, anyway, I'm just letting you know that the pins have burnt on the plug.
Yeah.
Now, the person that did that definitely had a problem pulling their plug out and definitely knew there was an issue with it.
Yeah. And they didn't have...
And did not call, because I told that lady, and within 10 minutes, the phone was ringing and it was a technician. I'm on my way there, sir. Do you have a problem removing your car, or can you safely remove your car?
Yeah.
No, I'm just letting you know it just needs repairing. Okay, we'll be there shortly.
That's amazing.
So, Dewa in this, no problem. Dewa absolutely fantastic.
So the service provider is doing everything they need to do.
Utility company, absolutely no issues.
Hats off to Dewa, by the way.
Yeah. And everyone needs to remember, they gave it to us for free for like 2 years or something, right?
Yeah. And look, fair enough. It's electricity is not free. We're not doing hydro here.
No.
And a lot of our electricity is either being generated nuclear power, but in Dubai, typically it's coming off the grid from natural gas.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Yeah.
So you're paying a little bit, which is fine.
I wait the 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I plug into the next one.
And
scan the QR code. No connection possible. All this time, I am in the basement, but I'm only one level down. All this time, I'm getting WhatsApp messages, phone calls. Obviously, it's busy. Well, that's a problem.
Why won't it connect?
Ring back, Dewa. Can you uninstall and reinstall the app? What? Yeah. This happens. Okay.
Oh, no. So they know.
I'm half an hour in at this point. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, uninstall, reinstall, scan, done, plugged in, works. Fantastic, great, amazing. I'm away for 2 hours. Go back. Annoyingly, I'm like 7 minutes early. So what can I do for 7 minutes? I'm not waiting down here. So I went to Caribou and got a coffee.
There we go.
And went back down. 2 hours. I'd not even got 20% on charge.
It's a supercharger though, right?
Not a supercharger, it's a Type 2. So the supercharger Tesla ones and the VW ones are actually compatible with.
Yeah.
And other cars. It's just a Type 2 charger, so it's a higher...
Okay, so it's giving you more wattage, but not enough.
Okay, we'll plug in again. So I redid it again. Guess what? Need to uninstall and reinstall the app again. Plug it back in.
At this point, it's not the service provider's fault, but this whole system is.
Yeah.
And this is endemic of, this is a new technology and all of the pieces that relate to the technology, from the car, the battery, to the charging point, to the charging receptacle, to the app that it's running through. I mean, there's a lot of parts.
Yeah, but if
to
you
all this.
take the whole, there are lots of parts to it, but there's only one person responsible for each one.
Yeah.
Or one committee for each. Who's giving people the feedback who make the cars? Who's giving people the feedback that put the charge points in? Who's giving people the feedback that run the app? Nobody.
No one.
Because
Exactly.
I'm all right, Jack. That guy who melted the plug, he don't care because his car was charged.
Yeah,
Whatever.
he walked away. I'm not going to go back to that one.
I'm not reporting that. I just want to come back here.
Yeah.
No bed.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I can say.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. And that's the issue. There's no chain of, okay, these cars are not the best because of this, this, and this. Let's fix it. No, it doesn't happen anymore. And it's not happening with the charge points. It's not happening with the app. So anyway, reinstall it, plug it back in. Now,
does it work?
It works.
Okay, woohoo!
We're charging again. So I'm fine with that. So anyway, then I go and pick the car up. Phone's ringing. It's Amy, you need to come and get the van out of the car park of the school because the parent pick up. They're panicking and it's getting close to. I'm just going to come and get the car. I'll just swap them over again. Anyway, all this hassle. I've got like 45% charge or whatever I've got. Great. So I put the first charge being a bit less down to the fact that it was hot.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't taken as much. That's what I'm putting it down as, but I don't know. And then again, you don't know how accurate the gauge is on there. You know,
Right. Yeah.
What is it? Anyway, so I'm cool. I've got plenty of charge. We're driving around Thursday night. We were okay for Friday. No problem. Anyway, it's a lot quicker from 50% to 0 than it is from 100 to 50. A lot quicker. And we're driving around because it's Friday, right? Yeah. So it's the middle of the day, 12 o'clock pickup. Still over 35 degrees.
Yeah.
We're going out in the desert. The wheels are slipping every now and again on the sand. We're not in this serious, but it's rough road to the camel farm. Driving around downtown. What a pleasure that is at any time of day. So there's traffic everywhere. The AC's blasting. So, okay, it's draining. So I get to the desert. I think when I sent you the picture, was it like 14 or something?
Yeah, 14%, I think.
Whatever it was. I'm like, God. So anyway, it goes and plugs it in. So I get then to the next charging point. Second attempt, this one, the day later.
Yeah.
There's 3 again. There's a Tesla plugged in. Annoyingly, this Tesla's been plugged in, and the screen said it's been plugged in for 4 hours. How's he done that? I don't know if they hack the grid with the Elon's connections or what, but I could only do it for 2 at a time. Maybe he got an account or something. I don't know. Yeah. So the plug won't go in again.
Oh, come on.
And it's like, why, guys? What is this? This one wasn't burnt or damaged. I think it was just worn. You know, I think it was just worn. Managed to circle it in and then get the app uninstalled and reinstalled again.
So how many times have you installed and reinstalled this app?
4 times, maybe now 5, maybe.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, this app is not working right.
No, it's not working for me anyway.
Yeah.
So
and you're on. You know, I'd love to see the comparison Android versus Apple, but either way, it's not working. If you had to load and unload,
the lady
4
when
times,
I called the second time about that, she told me to do that. So she knows.
They know.
She said this happens.
You know, this is the perpetual. And this is what bugs me about our world right now. Just a quick rant, so put that on pause. Is everything is coming out beta, and everything's coming out. Oh, we're gonna upgrade, and we're gonna update, and we're gonna update. Well, it's not ready.
No,
they're not ready. And so you've rolled out this app, and I'm not poking fun at this is in general. I don't know how many apps I've used that. Oh, you got to uninstall, reinstall. It doesn't work, or it's crashing because they're not ready.
Yeah.
Just give me the finished product.
No, it's no good. So I've plugged in and done what we need to do. Anyway, we've not got much charge out of it in the 2 hours. We weren't even there for 2 hours. We were there an hour and a half.
Okay.
But I couldn't ask them to wait for another 30 minutes while I got 3%. So we just unplugged and away you go. Now,
so this is the ongoing story here is it's not range. It's that
charging,
everywhere you
right?
go, you can't get the thing to charge fast enough.